I'm back in the Lego room, and this time we have a bit of an upgrade because these roller blinds are ancient. They're like 35 years old. They have monkeys hanging from them. They're not smart. So in this video, we're going to install these 3 blinds from SmartWings that have Home Assistant integration and remote controls and solar panels, and we're going to do it all here in the Lego room. These are 3 wood-woven blinds from SmartWings, and yeah, they are Zigbee powered, so they are smart. And they're going to go into Home Assistant, but much more about that later. First of all, what have we got? What is this? So these are custom made. These are made to order, so you can choose between a whole bunch of different colors. You can choose the width, which obviously you can see I've got 3 widths, because in here there are this massive window, which is that blind, the huge one, and there are 2 smaller windows over here in the corner that all need new blinds, new smart blinds. So you get, you measure everything up, they're all custom made, you can choose your material. I chose these wooden weave or wood woven blinds, which I think is gonna look amazing, but we'll look at those once we get them out and installed. I got, for some reason, and again, all this was provided by SmartWings for review, so thank you SmartWings. They sent, there's 3 remotes, and I'll unpack those and talk more about them once we've installed everything. They're kind of neat, so I got 3 though. Okay, I think I only ordered 1, maybe 2, but I got 3. 3 is good. There are some USB charging, USB-C charging cables. These are solar panels, so you put those on the window and you can actually charge the blinds forever if you have sun on the window, which I think I do. That will be proven otherwise. And then we have these really, really neat hinges that it's going to be put up on. This is just my style. It looks sort of old schoolish, but it isn't. Like they're new. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. So I think we're going to install these, which means I'm going to have to clean up in here first a bit, especially in that corner over there where the other 2 windows are. We're going to take the old blinds off, we're going to put these on, and then I will come back to you probably, at least that's the plan, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is exciting. These look amazing. All the SmartWings blinds are up. That install process was really simple. There's a lot of adjustment in each of the brackets that come with it and the way that they're mounted on the actual blind. As long as you get your measurements made correctly, it's really not difficult to put up. So that was easy. Now, of course, we're here because they're smart blinds, right? These are all Zigbee powered, and by the way, you can choose which kind of module you want, whether you want a Zigbee or a Z-Wave, or I think Wi-Fi as well, and there's a Matter. It works with Alexa, etc., etc. So there's a lot of customization options depending on what your scenario is. But I am here in Home Assistant because I am going to adopt that blind into Home Assistant. So I'm going to go add integration. I'm using Zigbee Home Automation, so that's ZHA, and I'm going to add a Zigbee device here. So now it's searching for Zigbee devices. So all I have to do is just go up here. There's a little button right there. I hold that in for about 6 seconds. There you go, and that's that. Now you can see it, but it has a red light flashing, and it's already found it. Device found. Configuring. It knows it's by SmartWings, and this is the cool thing. This is natively supporting Home Assistant. Like, it's made from SmartWings to support Home Assistant. That's how easy it is. So I've already adopted the other two. This is just the third one. There's not much to it. It takes a little while to configure it, but that's okay. So we'll just wait for it to do that. There we go. And then I'm going to give it a name. And this one is the Lego Room Blind 2, because that's number 2. 1, 2, 3. And that is in the Lego room. So we're gonna put it here. So now that's set up. That's as simple as that. So if I go back to my Zigbee stuff here, 47 devices. Down here we have Lego Room Blind 1, 2, and 3. So 2 is the one we just did. So we get just a few controls, not many. We get the cover, which is how Home Assistant defines things that can go, you know, up or down in a position. Covers for pools are the same. My Venetian blind automation from SwitchBot is the same kind of, it's called a cover. So if you press on that cover, you can then choose how much do you want to open. Well, let's go with, let me say, by 50%. About there. And that's it. Down they go. And that's it. They're now in Home Assistant. That's all I had to do. It is super, super basic. Now, before we get into Home Assistant, I'm going to show you kind of a neat automation I had in mind. Let's see if we can make that happen. I just want to talk about these remotes that came with it, because they're kind of neat. As I mentioned before, I got 3 different remotes, and they are kind of different, so I think it's worth just going through how they're different. First of all, there's this sort of standard remote that you get with most devices like this, where you choose the channel at the top. This one's a 5 channel, so there's little light dots. Channel 1 is the one behind you, channel 2 is here, so I press down, and that blind starts going down, and then I can press stop. Guess what? It stops. And the same with channel 3, which is there. Press down, and it starts going down, right? Pretty basic, really easy to pair. You press the little button on the blind for 2 seconds, you press stop on this for 2 seconds, and they're paired. Really simple. That works a treat. That's sort of like my go-to non-smart remote. That's what my mum would use. Then there is this rotary dial type thing. Now you can have it just on a desk like this. It's quite heavy, made of steel. Oh, still going. Oh, it's because I turned this, sorry. Yeah, I jumped the gun. Anyway, there you go. You can also mount it on the wall. And the idea is that you choose your channel on here and you can then dial it up. So if I just go back to that one there, I can then dial it to where I want this to be. Like, oh, I wanted maybe that much open. And then it goes there. So there's a nice little animation on here, which makes it really simple to know how much you want it to open. That's quite nice. And apparently this has a few other features. You can change the speed of the blinds with this. And I think it works with tilt as well, which must be Venetian or something. So there's a few more features with this, and it seems to be more sort of complete for the range of SmartWings products, I suspect. Quite nice, quite nice. And then of course, the third remote is this one here, which is a wall-mounted remote, but you can engrave it. Yeah. So this is in the Lego room. So of course it says create, build, share, enjoy, subscribe, because now is a good time to subscribe to the channel. I am going for 50,000 subscribers this year, and I think we can do it again. I need your help. So please click that subscribe button below. But this is a neat little remote as well. It's much smaller than I thought it would be, but that really doesn't matter. And this party trick of this remote is that you can multi-control. So you can press however many of them you want to. You see a little blue light comes on, let's say all 3, and I want all to go down. And you can maybe hear it through the microphone, but they're all 3 going down now. Of course, I can stop it. And then if I just want to go up with one of them, I'll just choose the first one. Then I can just go with that. And again, super easy to pair. Again, it took a few seconds for each blind, but you can engrave it. So please subscribe, and I'll press the button there. See, that goes blue. That's because you subscribe. You click the button below. Anyway, that's the 3 remotes. So I think next is, let's have a look at how all this works in Home Assistant. I'm now in Home Assistant, and I'm on the lights dashboard because that's where I've placed other blinds, like my Venetian blinds that I put little robot automators on from SwitchBot. So I've added 2 of the blinds here, and apparently, you know, apologies for the higgledy-piggledy sort of layout. It's just for me, it'll work fine. I have blind 1 here, which you can see is currently 34% open. I have blind 2, which is currently 100% open. And let me just show you how I would add another cover for this. And then you can tell me if there's a better card I should be using, right? So if I go to edit here, the dashboard, I can then duplicate that card. And you can see here that it's Lego Room 3 is the one we want. So not 2. And I have chosen the vertical layout because I don't know, I just like that better. You can see the horizontal layout, which is the default. It's more compressed, but it's just not as nice, I think. But that's a matter of opinion. You can fill the container here, which doesn't do anything in this case, but you can fill out if it's in a container. And then I want position control on it. So if I don't have that on there, I don't get that nice slider bar there, or the progress bar. Anyway, for the cover/blind. Tilt control, I don't have tilt on mine, control for that. And control buttons is just to have the up and down instead of the position control, right, or both. So this is all I do, just add it as a mushroom cover card. And that's it, you're good to go. You just save that. And now, let's go, there we go. I'm gonna just change this one to be up here at number 6. So then it's sort of near the other one, but if I use it on my phone, they'll come one after the other, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, I have found here with these, sometimes you need to just quickly just change the setting for it before it becomes active. I'm not sure why, but that seems to work just fine. So now I've got my 3 covers here, or blinds, right? So here's the automation I have in mind. These 3 windows are, well, 2 is in one side of the room, the other is on the other side of the room, right? So they're different positions in the room, which means that they get sun at different times of day as the sun moves around. Now, I would like these blinds to protect my Lego, first of all, against UV and sun, right? So if there's sun on the window, I want to move the blind to where the sun is as much as possible, right? Sounds ambitious? I kind of figured it out. It's not perfect yet, but I will show where I'm at and you can give your feedback on it in the comments below, right? So I'm going to go to Node-RED, which is my automation tool of choice. I really prefer Node-RED. If you prefer the Home Assistant way of doing automations, the native way, that's totally fine too. I prefer this. So I have a tab here for my Lego room. There's other things in here. There's, turning the Lego cabinet lights on, etc. And then down here, I have made this spaghetti thing here, right? So let me talk you through it, and I think it'll work. So I check for the sun position every 10 minutes. So this does this every 10 minutes. I get the lumens. So first of all, is there light outside? Right? And then if there isn't, as in it's less than 50, it's just a simple information here, current state of this. If the state is greater than 50, we have sun or light. If it's less than 50, we do not. If it's less than 50, I just close the blinds. Just down here, a simple action here's the weird thing. I have to do open cover rather than close to close them. I tried inverting it. There's a setting to invert the blinds in Home Assistant, which doesn't seem to do any difference. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you know what I'm messing up here. But if I choose open cover, it closes them. And I close all 3, and that's it. That's all I do. Now, if we do have sun, right, I get the sun position, because you can do that here. Let me just open up Home Assistant again. And if you use this sun integration, which comes standard as part of Home Assistant, I think it's even enabled by default. There's one service in here which tells you about the sun. And it tells you next dawn, next dusk, etc. And then there are some sensors here which aren't enabled by default that you can enable, which is the solar azimuth, which is where on a 360-degree circle is the sun currently, relative to your position. That's the solar elevation, so how much elevation from horizontal is the sun. So right now it's pretty high up, 58 degrees, and whether the solar is rising or not, right? So it's still going up, it's not going down. So, but these two, the azimuth, funny word, and the elevation, those are the ones that I'm interested in. So if I go back to my automation here and see, so first of all, I check for the sun position to be, so that's the solar azimuth, to be greater than 290 or less than 20, because I'm in that space with those 2 windows, with that one big window, so rather the big blind one, where the range is from 20 degrees to about 290. That's when the sun is on the window, right? So I have to check for that. I can only do that this way. There's no between that I know of. But anyway, if it is not in between those, I open the blinds because we have light but no sun on the window, so I just open the blind. If we do have sun on the window, I check if the sun elevation is greater than 20, because if it's less than 20, it actually goes behind some hills. And again, that's just the elevation in here. Sun solar elevation greater than 20. And if it is, I then calculate. Hang on. I calculate the angle from 90 degrees that the sun hits the window, more or less, right? And I do that with this function here. I say 90 degrees minus the payload, which is the elevation of the sun. So in this case, say it was 60 degrees roughly. So 90 minus 60, I then divide by 90 to get a percentage, and then times 100 to get an actual number, right? And then I get the inverse angle or percentage on the window that I then put the blinds at. Does that make sense? So the sun comes from up here and it hits the window. I then close the blinds down to there. That's the plan. It kind of works. It actually works reasonably well. And then I set the blind cover position to that percentage or that number, right? So check if there's sun on the window, check if the elevation is high enough, use that elevation to figure out where roughly it hits the window, then use that as a percentage of 90 degrees to then close the windows to that number. Oh, not the windows, close the blinds to that number, right? So now automatically throughout the day, the blinds will move to block out the sun. Now, I haven't dialed them in 100%, but it's pretty close. So I think that's kind of neat. And then of course I do the same with the other two blinds. That's just different degrees here because they're on the opposite side of the room. Again, sun elevation, because we're in a valley, so it's roughly the same elevation I'm looking for. And then I open the blind if there is sun, if there's no sun but daylight. Otherwise, I calculate again the percentage and I close them to that percentage. And I think it works. I think it's kind of neat. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments, because this is not perfect. I'm happy to improve it, take advice, etc. Or maybe you want to use it. I'm happy to share that somehow as well. If you can't just copy it off the video here. So that's kind of neat, I think. But yeah, that works. So that's an actual automation based on the sun that now enables my smart blinds to be actually automated without me having to go and open and close them all the time. I still can, but yeah, anyway, I think it needs. So that's the SmartWing blinds. I can't really fault them if I'm honest. They're very, very well made. They look good in my opinion. They're very easy to install. Didn't really take that long apart from a few hiccups, but it was my fault. I had to adjust anyway. They're very easy to set up, as you saw, straight into Home Assistant, but they support all other platforms it seems as well. And of course they work really well with Home Assistant, which was the key sort of this video. So I like that automation. I like these blinds. Let me know in the comments if you have other automations, or if you're interested in the SmartWings, check out the link down below in the description as well. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, consider subscribing. That's a big red button as well that says subscribe button. You press it and then magic happens, probably. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.